Okay, so we got sister's computer apart here, and as you can see, there really isn't that much grease on it. This is what it came with. It came with some on the bottom, and that's just not enough. See here, it's just not enough grease. Put that there. But we're gonna apply some thermal grease to this. So we're just gonna get on here and wipe that off of the Ryzen. Boy, that sucker is hot. Holy crap, that sucker is hot. Yeah. This is why we test. This is why we test. Make sure everything works. Make sure that's good enough of there. Make sure that's good enough of there. Okay, now we'll do the bottom of the cooler here. Get that off of there. Let me get it there. Well, we open up another wipe here. Hang on a second. Okay, we've got it put back together now. So another nifty thing I wanted to show you is how this comes up. Now, all your connectors are back here, but there's actually holes that you wire your cables through. But all you do is press down on this like that, and this pops up like this and out. You see these tabs right here? It lays down like this, like that. You see how it laying there? And it just drops down like that, and then you like that. Then when you want to take it out, you just do that and you plug your stuff in, and you should route your cables through the back here. Like, I don't know if you can see the back. See how there's holes up here? Okay, so we're just gonna do this real quick, like. Put these back up here. These antennas are gonna have to, you can put those antennas, you can point those antennas up like that when you have the top off, but unless you can find some shorter antennas, that's really the best we can do. They're these antennas, you know. You can find antennas that can route in with wires too, and you can place the antennas elsewhere. You can find antennas like that are external, and you can place around and have a wire. You can find antennas like that too. That might actually be better for you, maybe, to do something like that. That way you can easily wire in through the back here. You know, just wire everything down through the back so it's nice and neat. That's what I would normally do if I were setting this up for a permanent stay, but I'm just testing this, so. Let's see, plug these back in here. Let's plug these USB ports in. Let's test them out. Okay. All right, we are plugged in. So we just gotta plug in power cable now. Okay, power cable's in. Okay. So we're gonna turn her on now and hope for the best. There we go. It takes a little bit to post. It does have a little bit of a slow post, so when you first turn it on, you gotta wait for your monitor to come on. It'll take a minute, but it will come on. It just takes a minute. And there it is. We are fully enclosed and running. Okay, so we were gonna flash the BIOS is what I was gonna do. So I'll put that in. There, USB's working, good. So I'm gonna, let's see, what's this? Oh yeah, okay, I can leave that on there. Let's go to AMD, take this ROM here. We'll just copy it. Copy the ROM. Okay, I'll put the ROM on the USB drive right here. Then we will restart the computer, and we will go into the BIOS. And to do that, we press delete at the start screen. Or you can press, I think, F2. But we're just gonna do this real quick. As soon as we get post. See, this is where you hit delete. Start hitting delete here, and you'll make it to the BIOS. So we got to find the instant flash. So we're gonna go to security. We're gonna go to hardware monitor. We're gonna go to tool, instant flash. There it is, right there. Oh, the TPM. Security. Let's go to security. Is the TPM secure boot? Secure boot's disabled. Boot. Let's go to advanced. CPU configuration, FTPM switch, we have to disable that. So we have to disable that for a second. Let's save the changes and exit. Make sure that's disabled. And then we'll go back into the BIOS and we'll update it. Make sure the F2PM is disabled, like it said to. And hopefully it goes without a hitch. Delete, 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 hit delete. Okay. Okay, so we go back to, I believe, Tool, Instant Flash. Yes. How does it know that? It knows that already. Okay. Yes. Okay, so it needed an update. We're going to update it. We're not putting the beta on, though. They'll have to wait till they release an official version before you update to that one, sister. I just do not trust the betas. Now, the only way to get it to run any cooler is if I start to tune the PBO. I don't like doing that, so we'd have to get a bigger CPU cooler for this thing. But this will work for now. I mean, it'll work, but you're gonna get some hot spikes. It should be all right, though. I mean, that cooler is awfully small compared to something like that's in mine. I don't know if you can see the one that's in mine, but there's my cooler. I mean, that's the size of mine, and I've got the same CPU you do almost. You have the 5700, I have the 5800. They're about the same. But look at the size of my cooler to keep mine cool compared to that. I mean, just look at the difference in metal in the surface area alone. So that's what we're looking at next, I think, is a CPU cooler, sister. If you want. It will run like this, but I'm not happy with that temperature. I'm not very happy that I set it spiked to 86 while gaming. Of course, it was installing 3D Mark in the background. Still, you know, a full load shouldn't be 86 for any extended period of time. So it will run, like I said, it'll be fine. But I would, if you can, I would spend like. I can probably get a cooler for about $40, a decent one. And then I have to find something I'll make sure will fit in there. Okay, so the programming it said was a success. So we're gonna reboot the system and go back into the BIOS and set it back up again because the BIOS settings will be reset. Okay, so. Let's see here. Takes a little while to post. There it is. Delete, delete, delete. And we're in. Okay, so the BIOS is completely reset. So we gotta go to the CPU configuration here. PM is on, all that's on. Okay, good. Okay, PCIe configuration. We gotta enable that. We gotta have that enabled. Yeah, CPs go. Oh yeah, we have to go to the boot page and disable CSM. Yeah. Disabled. Okay, advanced. PCIe configuration, you gotta just enable that and enable resizable bar, because that'll help with graphics and stuff. Boot device configuration, restore onboard LED default. Oh wait, no. Whatever that is, okay, I'll leave that enabled. Okay, auto controller, looks good. Where's DCM storage configuration? That's HCI, good. Hot plug will enable that. We want hot plug ability. Okay, ACPI, suspend to RAM, disable. Don't want that. Trusted computing. This should be fine where it is. Boost overdrive. Interface auto. SS. Yeah. Exchange enable. NVMe RAID mode. We don't need that. Okay. Looks good there. AMD. I don't do any overclocking, but this is where you would do it. Let's see. AMD CBS. Okay. I don't want to mess with that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The one thing I want to look at next is let's see. Is it under OC tweaker? Yeah, so here it is, the DRAM frequency. Let's see, we need to mess with that. The DRAM configuration needs to be set to DCMP. Let's see, where is that at? Annual voltage on core voltage DRAM load XMP. There it is, right there. Okay, there we go. We got that set. Okay. All right. Now I wanted to look at the fans, the CPU fan settings. I want full speed. I want these all at full speed. You see, we're going to put these in DC mode just so we don't fuck around. Full speed. Okay. Let's save that. We'll save the changes. We'll exit and we'll boot into Windows. Yeah, the BIOS is all set back up again for you. Shouldn't have to touch it. Unless you update the BIOS or something, but I doubt we'll be doing that anytime soon. You really don't have to update the BIOS all that often. So, but I'm updating it just because I want it to be the latest and greatest. So we'll have a repost here, and then it should start to boot. There's the repost, and we'll boot. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Boot up temperature is okay. 74 is not bad. 4.6 gigahertz. Still booting. Cortex is there. It should be about booted now. Yeah, it's booted now. Well, yeah. I mean, we can run 3D Mark now, but God of War ran great. Let's run 3D Mark. Oh, I'm playing. Let's see. Installing Microsoft DirectX Net runtime stuff. I think the case behind me is making a little noise. Here we go. Case behind me was making noise. Okay, we're booting up here. All right, let's see. Benchmarks. Usually I do Time Spy. Let's install Time Spy. I'll take the Clue demo off. Okay, run. Okay, we'll see what Time Spy can net us. I'm going to start it this way. take a look here. CPU temp's good now. GPU temp's up there a little bit. Still looking good. Looking good. 1875. Nice. CPU temp 67. GPU's 80. That's good. GPU can go all the way up to 90, so that's fine. It's doing good. What is that noise? Must have a fan in there. Fan at the back is making noise. Oh, why is it making noise at the back? I'll get this thing off of there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. I didn't get too hot. It ran good. Damn good frame rate. This thing is impressive. We were up in the hundreds on TimeSpy on the first mark. The second one will be a little rougher. It's in the 90s. 70, 60. Ooh. This one's a tough one right here. This can drop anything below. Oh, yeah, below 60. Just barely. That's about what mine does, too. It drops just below 60 there. That one's the tough one. Oh, it's running and looking really good. 80, 81, doesn't go above 81. That's good. CPU temperature's good. I like that. I like that. Frame rate's incredible. It's beautiful. I mean, the camera can't do it much justice, but it is looking beautiful. Of course, my screen's not that great either. This little Samsung TV that I'm using is kind of a it's kind of a spare. Marvelous. Let's check temperatures. 82. GPU 77, 76. That's about what I expect. Doing good. Doing good. Okay. Do a CPU test here. This will really test the CPU, man. This will really make it scream. We'll see how hot this thing really gets. Where's the overlay? Where's the overlay? Okay. See clock. What's the temperature? 76. Almost 100% usage. How many cores is this? Is this all the cores? Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure. Well, it didn't get too hot, but I could see. Ran 76, 77 on the CPU. Oh, it's an invalid result. Why? Because I have the settings different. Oh, yeah. Still, it scored 13,788. The average is 14,026. The graphics score was 14,922. The CPU score was 9,640. Estimated game performance in Battlefield 5 at 1440p is 140 frames per second. Apex Legends at 1080p is what we'll be gaming at. You can expect 140 FPS. And GTA 5, you can expect at 1080p Ultra, 170 plus. It's a great way to gauge Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1080p Ultra, 160 plus frames per second you'll be expecting. Fortnite, 1080p Ultra, maxed out at 300 frames per second. Nice.